All right, I'm going to give you a pro tip on getting into the higher end pin world. This pin is the Rotring 600, and I've got another silver one and a blue one around here somewhere. But as you can see, I've bought several versions of this pin. It's one of my favorite pins. Rot, from what I understand, is the German word for red, and so it stands for this red ring up here by the click end of it. So this is my favorite entry-level pin. You can buy these for around 30 or 40 bucks. So the problem with some of these entry-level pins is that the machining in the end of it isn't quite as precise. And so you end up, you can't really hear it, but you end up with tip wiggle. So the tip of it will sort of wiggle around in the end of it. And when you go to press it down on paper, sometimes you can hear it click as it wiggles around. You can't really hear it right now, but anyhow, we're not talking about fountain pens. I'm not really into fountain pens. This is more like ballpoint or gel type pens. So when you buy a pen, you're buying the body. So the reason why I like the Rotring 600 is because it comes with knurling around the fingertips, so you get a really good grip. And then it's a very slender profile, which I like, probably because I have medium-sized hands with skinny fingers, so I like that real slim body. And it has knurling up by the click, so you can pull it in and out of your pocket real easy. So that's why I like the Rotring 600, but that's just the body. So this is how the pen feels in your hand. The way it writes comes down to the insert. And this is just a Rotring branded insert. It's not any good. It's junk. My favorite one is the Uniball Jetstream SXR 600, and it comes in like an 07 and an 05. I prefer the 05 for like a everyday use, but if I'm writing in like a journal or a notebook, then I usually get the 07 because it's a broader tip. But anyhow, this is the Parker G2 style insert, so if you buy a pen, you need to know what type of insert goes in it. And my favorite is the Parker G2 style. It seems to be the most universal. But like I said, there's tip play in the end of it. And I'm going to show you how to fix it. And all you need is some scotch, some regular old scotch tape. And what you're going to do is tear off a little piece of it. And when you tear off the tape, it sort of has these jagged edges because of the jagged end of the tape, where it cuts off. So you want to get some scissors and cut that off. These are like way overkill. These are like major heavy duty. Anyways, you cut that off so you got a nice clean edge. And what you're going to do is wrap this around the tip of it to where you have just more than one whole wrap. So you don't want to wrap it like 2 or 3 times. That's way too much. And if you don't wrap it more than once, then it's going to come unraveled. So you want like just enough to where it overlaps on itself. Maybe like 1 1/3, maybe 1 1/2 times around the body. Again, cut that edge so you don't have the jagged end on it. And really tighten it down. Make sure there's no crinkles or anything like that in it. So it's just like 1 1/2, 1 1/4 or so layers of scotch tape around the end of it. Put that back in the end. Tighten it down. Make sure it clicks really good. If it starts to jam up, you've got too much tape on it. It should click in and out really nice. And it's perfectly precisioned now. No tip wiggle at all. But yeah, this is my most, I would recommend this pen over any other pen if you're starting out. But just know that you're going to end up with a little bit of tip wiggle. And that's how you fix it.